Joining us now is Needham senior analyst Bernie McTernan. Why should we not look at the disruptive forces of places like Kalshi and Polymarket and say that they will be the demise of all of these traditional sports books and even the online ones?
Yeah, no, it's a great question. Certainly something investors are grappling with right now. And I think the key thing to understand is I actually think prediction markets are going to be an asset for DraftKings and Flutter and even Fanatics who's going off after this opportunity as well, too. And this is pretty much the age-old question that we get with online sports betting is that as they invest in new markets, so this was a big debate a couple of years ago, if California were to legalize, was it a positive or negative? It's the same thing with prediction markets right now. Flutter said they're going to invest $250 million in prediction markets in 2026. We think DraftKings is going to invest an incremental $200 million. And the question is the ROI on those returns. And in regulated markets, we still think online sports betting offers a better sports product. But this non-sports piece for Kalshi and other prediction markets operator is a substantial opportunity as well, too. And so we actually think the TAM for prediction markets is larger than online sports betting because not only are you dealing with the other half of the country where sports isn't regulated yet, but then you have the whole country where for people 18 to 20-year-olds, and then also the whole country for this non-sports piece as well, too, where they're not matching up against DraftKings and FanDuel. But this is certainly that has been the key focus for investors and has been invigorated, especially because of some of the more recent New York handle trends we've seen over the past couple of weeks.
I just get too mad talking. I think I'm going to have to pass it back over to that. You saw what happened, Bernie, last week, where there were, 40 students from 20 different colleges under investigation, 11 of them already found guilty by the NCAA of fixing games. And we think now we're expanding prediction markets to states where sports betting isn't even legal. We're like in the early days of this, and it's already so bad.
Well, I think part of regulating a service is the integrity services provided. And so, historically when the, Jonte Porter happened in the NBA, it was Sport Radar, and there's been examples of Genius Sports helping as well, too, the data providers providing integrity services. And so I think, unfortunately, there's always been bad actors in this, and legalizing it has, I think, brought it above board and people realizing it. But no doubt, this is something that the leagues have to solve, and I think are working to, and working with the stakeholders and able to.
And really quickly, before we let you go, Bernie, these prediction markets platforms, they operate more nationally and are regulated, if you will, by national regulators as opposed to the states. Just how important is that going to factor into these and the success of those platforms versus, say, the traditional online betting platforms?
Yeah, no, I mean, look, sports betting or investing in sports is legal nationwide now. And so ultimately what we think is going to happen, that's no longer up to state legislators if they want to decide if their constituents can bet on sports or not. They already can. So now it's about if they want the tax revenue or not. And so we think this is really going to be a catalyst for more states to legalize sports in order to get the tax revenue from it. And on a near-term basis, we prefer what we define as the free riders, those that can benefit from the investments that a DraftKings and the FanDuel is making in prediction markets. So to us, that's the data providers. Sport Radar and Genius Sports are the two main ones in the public markets. And so that's our preferred way of playing this theme this year.